Memories. I took a stroll the other day, yet never left my chair. You see, I strolled down memory lane. Would you like to join me there? North Berwick looks the same to some, but we have seen it change. So come with me, and you will see the tour I will arrange. The harbour is the place to start, down on the esplanade. Can you see Joe Anderson's Pierrots as to the crowd they played? The VIPs sat on the seats, for threepence they had paid, whilst all the common 5/8s stood outside the barricade. They stood there and enjoyed the show, till collecting cans were shown. Then they suddenly remembered they had to hurry home. No heated swimming pool there then, the water was so cold, yet everybody took the plunge. Were we hardier or bold? Our mums sat round and watched us, no entrance fee to pay, the only pool in Scotland free, or so they used to say. Harbour Terrace now we pass, many families lived there. Perhaps the homes were humble, but filled with love and care. The Millers, Browns and Thompsons, McCoaches, Kellys too, the Poolers, Mars and Thorburns, to mention but a few. Do you fancy a sail to Fidra, or a trip around the Bass? The St Nicholas and St Baldred, at the harbour mouth we pass. There alongside the anchor green a familiar sight is seen. De Rollo's van is standing, Lucas and Valentine, a slider for a penny, or perhaps a pokey hat. No, we'll spend it in Madge Miller's. 4 things we'll get for that: a sherbet dab, a licorice strap, an ogopogo eye, a wee poke of sour plumes, are some things we could buy. Down the slip and across the beach, the cobbles are there for hire, playing houses on sands, of that we'd never tire. Up into 4th Street now we go, by way of Chalmers Wynd, turn left around the corner, and Dryburgh's you'll find. There's Russell Square across the road, upstairs live the Wreaths, next door to the Thompsons with the Lumsdens underneath. Back to the gunboat now we go, the homes of many more, the Pentlands, Rosies, Stenhouses, and children near a score. Hungry now? Then across the road we'll go and get some chips from Jessie, Jane and Maggie. We start to smack our lips. We cross now to the smithy and stand there overawed to see the blacksmith's skill at work as a horse is being shod. For the young lads of North Berwick, a lady called Lucy Hope kindly endowed the institute, where they could have some scope to play a game of billiards or meet up with a friend. Little they knew of coming war, some not to meet again. The High Street, it was much the same, only the names have gone. Let's see who we remember as the memories linger on. A hat you need, then say no more. Miss Balden's is the place. She will be sure to find one becoming to your face. And if Dad needs a new cap, to John Wilson's he will go. Mum sits up in the tea room, whilst he's suited down below. You are sure to find something dainty at Nellie Bamber's china shop, and across the road at George Eel's a shilling buys a chop. Up early in the morning round to Brodie's for the rolls, fresh out of the oven with the heat of glowing coals. Jim Marshall has a sale on. There's a notice there, quite plain for everyone to see it. Marshall's trousers down again. Davy Wood's shop's very busy, but you can't purchase anything. till Miss Dempster's cleared the counter and got the knots out of the string. Feeling somewhat thirsty now, the steps begin to falter, so we'll pop into McIntyre's and make sugarelly water. There's a matinee along the street, and you'd hold your tuppence tight. Lizzie Arundel takes your money, while Mrs. Hanson's torch shines bright. Saturday night at the Band of Hope, Daddy Duncan is in charge, watching a lantern lecture, and we think the screen is large. No TV then, but bairns played, busy with their ploys, for every season of the year. No expensive toys, a piece of chalk, and peavers were the order of the day, and dressing up for weddings in back greens we would play. Winter brought the guessing games outside the sweetie shops. I want a quarter of PDs, but we all know that's pan drops. Along the street with your gird you'd run, and lots of other sports, and oh, it was really spooky playing fox hunt in Kirkports. Tin can night, when through the streets the noise would drive you daft, but no one seemed to take offence. Parents looked on and laughed. Bonfires too along the beach. We carried stuff for days, but Harbour Terrace always had the best and brightest blaze. No vandals ever roamed the town, but if they had, it's plain, old vinegar would have clouted them and chased them home again. Everyone had a nickname. There are some you surely know, two brothers, Titch and Tito, also Peaky, Bow and Craw. A grocer who was Buffalo Bill, Mrs. Speak-a-Minute too, twin boys called the Toshies, to mention just a few. To Edinburgh you could go for 2 and 9pence on the bus, an excellent train service with the minimum of fuss. They started cheap excursions by rail on Saturday night. Return fare to Waverley, a shilling. Yes, that's right. That's just a glimpse of yesteryear for those who can remember. My friends, these were the days of spring, but now it's life's September. At times it all comes flooding back, old haunts, old friends and faces. We're lucky to have known them and these loved familiar places.